It started. So welcome everybody, François Letarte, JDRD30, and tonight at BrigadeCon we're gonna have a game of Metamorphosis Alpha, the first ever science fiction the first science fiction game ever published. And we'll see if 38 years later it still holds the road. I guess so. And while you are there to BrigadeCon, you may make a donation to Child's Play. Go check out BrigadeCon.org. You can make a donation to Child's Play to give games to hospitals throughout the world, games for children to help them have a better stay. So Metamorphosis Alpha, we have here all the players, even one that came because he died in another game. Alex?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and introduce then. My character is Todd Griswold, and he's a human. That's the best we can describe right now until
yeah,
the game.
because the player starts and something happened and they have lost their memory. Tim and Bash have mutants, so Tim, can you have a small description of your character?
I don't know what my name is because I have no memory of who I am or where I'm at.
Okay.
But I have green scaled skin, and I'm wearing these white ragged clothes, look like they've been torn up, and I have these fangs jutting out of my mouth that seem to be dripping some sort of green ooze every now and then. And I seem to walk around, and I'm in a very reptilian fashion, looking at everything very intently.
Okay. And Bash? I don't hear you.
Oh, well, I was muted. Sorry about that. So I took the liberty of naming my character, although at this point he probably doesn't know it. His name is Zavid. He's a mutant, as Francois stated. He's very tall, slender. Not very tall, but kind of 6 foot. His hair is very blonde hair, but it's like very thin hair that's close to his scalp. And when you look at him, you don't have a full visible contact with him. It's always like you're seeing kind of through him. Physically, I mean. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we can have a good description out in our mind based on that. Okay, so let's begin. Okay. Okay. We'll begin with Griswold. You are waking up. You have been sleeping, and you are waking up in some kind of a bed, but you are in some kind of a box with a glass canopy over you. That seems to close that box you're in. In the box, just right from you, there's a gray rectangle with a little white square in the center, and over it says "Release Canopy."
All right, so yeah, I pressed against the canopy door a few times, like, whoa, where am I? Yeah, and then I finally start moving around. And I see like a button. All right, and I push it, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you hear some kind of a pressure hiss. At your feet, outside of the box, there's kind of 2 blinking lights that seems to have they are regular. Probably they seem quite familiar, but you don't really know what they are. You are naked.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you may sit down, you see that there are hundreds of kind of beds like the one you just waked up, all in a row. There are 2 rows with they're kind of facing each other, and a big corridor of them. You have beds placed like that, and there are hundreds of them. you barely see the end of the row.
Whoa. Dang. This place is huge.
Absolutely. Yeah. What can you see? Well, you see that some of the canopy has already been opened. You can see it. Well, there may be 2 or 3 beds away from you. There are some already open canopies, well, the canopies are kind of white and big square, and the base of it is a little thinner than the bed itself. And on the base, you have some kind of a big rectangle with a white square in the center of it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'll go closer and investigate a little bit more, because I'm kind of confused what's going on right now.
Yeah. You know, the place looks quite familiar. You have the feeling that you know that you have been there before. It's obvious, but as you approach maybe one of the canopy that has been already open, you see a body. You know, it's kind of a it's kind of a skeleton, but the bones have turned kind of green, and you know the base of the mouth is kind of exploded because there's some kind of a horn that came from inside the cranium to blow it, and you have and you see that the fingers are quite longer than they should be, and there's some kind of a skeleton, and around the skeleton there's some kind of a yellow, you know, fungi.
Yeah, fungus. Yeah.
Yeah, fungus. Yeah. Let's go with Tim right now, and yeah, you wake up too. It's the same description as Gritwald, except that you can't read the word. I can say to you that it looks like little drawings to you over the white square.
Okay, so I'm just like looking at everything, kind of panicking, feeling around everything because I realize I'm enclosed inside of this thing. I start thumping on the sides.
Okay,
I'm just looking at the little pictures.
Okay, yeah, you don't know what you're doing there, of course. Well, Alex, you hear, you know, behind you, the bed behind you, you hear the thump, and you see the lights that are going like that in front of the bed, and under that there's a release canopy button, but you hear poop, 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 poop.
All right. Since this first sign of life, I'm gonna run to it and see, like, you know, what is it, because since it's coming like from the canopy thing, probably I can tell.
Well,
I'm gonna peer into it.
Well, you see that green scaled, you look-alike human who looks like panicked.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and maybe do like some type of hand gesture, like hey, come down, you know, like that kind of thing, like hey.
I'm still just kind of panicked because I'm enclosed and I see someone on the other side, and I'm just like putting my hand on it. It's like I hold my hands up like I don't know where I am. How do I get out?
By the way, Tim, you feel that you may lose some hair. You have difficulty in breathing. Like, you know, you are short a little from oxygen.
Okay.
All right, I got the confirm sign as like, you know, the question. It's like, okay, more than likely he's not going to instantly kill me. Then I finally press the button down below, because since you told me about the, you know, how it kind of, I'm going to press it to try and open it from the outside.
So you hear the hiss, and then yes, the canopy is open for your character too, Tim. And yeah, well, you breathe a little better, but you still you feel that you need to rest a little.
Okay. As soon as it opens up, I just like lean over the edge and start breathing. It's like, where am I?
I don't know, man. I barely know where I'm in right now. You look weird.
You look weird. What do you mean I look weird?
I've never seen somebody with fang oozing. Ugh. I'm sorry. It looks strange to me. That's kind of frightening.
You look weird. I don't look weird.
Anyways, I will go over there. You know, as I point like to that place you were talking about. Like, I'm gonna go over there and see if there's anyone else.
Why? What's over there?
There could be other people. I don't know really.
I'm not gonna stay here by myself. I just climb my way out and I start following.
Yeah. You Bash. Now, okay, exactly the same thing. You are waking up in the same kind of bed, and you too. You can't right now. You can't read what's written in there. But I think for those who haven't read, like Tim and you, Bash, you can make a percentile like and roll high.
Okay, yeah. So
Just to see if you happen to know to read.
84. I don't know if.
Okay, 84. You have mental resistance of. Okay, 84 is quite high. Okay, yeah, you can read.
Well, he takes a quick glance at it, kind of looks around. He's in this little pod, I guess.
Yes, the same. Yeah, a bed with a canopy over it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So he takes a quick glance at the letters and then just trying to like get out of this little cramped space.
Yeah, well, you have the button saying "Release Hatch" beside you.
So he's like pushing on the thing, and he looks down and sees this little latch and just pulls it, like gives it a yank.
Okay. You hit the button, you said, or just for?
Yeah. He hits the button.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the same thing. So the other two, maybe 10 beds, around 10 beds in front. You see a canopy hoping by itself. So Bash, what David's doing?
So what he's doing? He's like kind of trying to come out of the. I guess we're in the same hallway.
Yes.
So I'm like poking. He like kind of pokes his head out to see if there's anyone else out there or anything else.
Oh yes, you see. You see a human because you know what humans are. You remember that you have been one yourself, and a green person.
the green person who's climbing up. So Zavid's like, "What? Are you guys friendly? Are you part of the crew? What's going on here?
Crew?
I don't know. Who? He's just looking around. He's like, starts kind of like walking back. Like he shouldn't trust you guys. He's like slowly creeping back.
I don't know about this crew, but you could totally hang with us.
What are you guys doing here, though?
I don't know. I don't know where we are.
I just woke up in in one of those little canopy things, and then I met this guy, and I think it's a guy, but yeah, and now you're here. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So he's looking at you guys with like these big eyes, and like the pupils are like super dilated, almost like he's on drugs. Like like they're super big, and he's just like, "Where are you going?"
I'm going to get clothes. And that's about it. After that, we'll find out. Probably get food.
Yeah, as Zavid looks down and realizes his cock's hanging out, he's like,
Yes,
that's a
you're
good
all
idea.
naked.
So he's like, that's a good idea.
Yes, well, as you are hanging with Zavid, you feel hungry, and it smells like good meat you can can cook. And yes, and by the way, Griswold,
Hmm.
David looks quite strange to you, of course, because he's not human, but for an unknown reason, you may want to fight him.
Oh, like I have a hint of anger associated with him.
Yeah, you're
like
wearing. Yeah, well, but it's not. It's not. It's kind of. You know, he annoys you, but you know that it's not normal. You know that you have no reasons, but inside of you, it's like.
Okay, I get you. All right.
It's because he's so tall and has that like the weird hair. He just has that weird look. I'll try and find a picture of what he would look like.
No problem. You are all naked, so you see the big 2 rows of canopies, some open already, some with blinking lights, some with no blinking lights. Every one of them has, the big base, lower base, and at the lower base there's a rectangle with a white square in the center.
Mhm.
And you can have a hint that if you go in one direction, you may end up at a big wall, and you may see an arch. But from your point of view, it looks like small like that. You have to walk a little bit to get there.
All right. It looks like we can go over there. If you want, I can go there myself and check it out. See if there's anything over there.
I think we should stay together.
If you feel like, David,
That's-
what are you thinking?
Zavid says, "You guys should go first."
Yeah.
You do notice that he
Guys,
has no
go.
genitalia.
This is what he
Yeah, I totally respect your vote of confidence for us. And then I go forward.
Okay. So you're going into one direction.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you're walking, and yes, you may see, for example, one closed canopy, but some kind of as if a body exploded in it, and you see, dried bloods under the canopy. It's not open. You may see other distorted bodies that have died. There's lots of dead here. Some looks like human, and some don't. You see a body of someone, that is dead, that died with his hand like that, and he's beside his bed. He was able to get out before dying, and at the base of his bed, you see that there's a drawer open. That the famous rectangle, but you see that it's a drawer, and there are some objects in it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we'll go ahead and look at it at least. Yeah. I mean, I'll go up and look at it at least, see what's inside.
These are clothes. It was a you see well the body is quite it's like as if it has lost its water, so it's kind of dried. But as you are approaching, you see that it's a woman, and so there's woman's clothes into this drawer.
It seems like we were lucky to even wake up.
Yeah, there was a lot of dead people. Very gruesome too.
All very unnerving.
Well, I got good news for us. We found clothes. They will not maybe match your hair, but I think they'll work.
Well, there's a bit of good news.
Well, you see that the drawer, every bed have that. Is just that one. It was open. So your bed has some kind of a drawer. You can figure that out.
I could assume that, but right now, I'm going to make the prediction that I need to just use those clothes. So I'm going to go wear those clothes.
Okay.
I go over to the closest one that I can find and try to open up the door where those clothes are at, see if there's some in there.
Well, you see, you can make a percentile, Tim, to see if you can read roll high.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay, you'll have to have a translator for every time there's something to read. But well, Bash knows how to read. David knows how to read, so you're quite you're well rounded for that. Okay, so you're stopped at the canopy and you look at the drawer, and well, there's a white square in the center that looks like the white square you had when you woke up in the bed.
I'll push on it.
Yeah, you see that you can get your finger in it, and okay, the bed does a some kind of a. He doesn't want to open the drawer.
Start pounding on it.
Okay, yeah. What is your strength, just to remember?
9.
9.
Every time he pounds on it, Zavid kind of like shudders.
Okay, well, it's quite well made, and you work on it, but you are not able to open it.
I just turn away in frustration and walk back to the others.
David, you look well. While you look, Griswold wear women's clothes. What are you doing? At least he's not naked.
Yeah. I mean, you should describe what the clothing looks like, because it could be very comfortable for me. Can't judge. Some women's clothing are very comfortable.
Okay. I'll make a reference here to Dynasty, but it may be yeah, it may be the kind of clothing that Alex C. Carrington could wear. Beige clothing with a big collar and black going around the collar, and big button that shines, and it's a little short. The sleeves stops there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can tolerate that. Yeah, it's not embarrassing.
How far am I from my capsule that I came out of?
Oh, you have walked maybe 1 minute or two. You may be 20 capsules away.
I'm just gonna walk back over to mine and stick my finger in the hole on mine, see if it opens.
Look, it seems to remember. Yeah, it seems to yeah. It recognizes you, and the drawer open.
And there's clothes in there?
Yeah, there are clothes. I just roll something, but you have a sudden memory while looking what is in the drawer, and you will tell me what is that memory, a short memory.
What memory do I have? I remember this very large man with a beard. He was laughing at something, and then he points at me, and then he throws what looks like a little cup or something.
Okay. Okay, I'll try to hide something, but the clothes you have looks like... Sorry, I should have made screen share on that, but...
That's okay.
Awesome. You see the little guy?
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Awesome.
Maybe. So the man with the beard. You will describe me 2 objects you find besides your clothes.
2 objects I find in the drawer besides my clothes.
Yeah.
I find a little porcelain kitten,
Okay.
and I also find a picture of a woman holding a child, and it's in like a pewter frame.
Pewter frame. What is pewter? Is
It's like a kind of metal.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what it is. You also find a bracer. It's a brown bracer with a small drawing on it. It has circles like that, and you have lots of lines like that, and there's something like small drawings going over it. It's brown.
Okay. I take those clothes out and I put them on, and I just take all the stuff in there and put it in my pockets.
Okay. Right. All the while, what the other 2 are up. Well, Griswold, you look fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and David, if you had something in mind, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess he'd probably go over to go get some clothes out of his things, so his bare bits aren't just hanging out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, do you go back to your bed or?
Yeah, just to grab like shirt, trousers, all that.
Okay. So you put your finger to open the drawer. Yeah, and what? Okay, just tell you what kind of clothes you may have, because it may be or not. You know, I'm going random, me too.
It is old school after all.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like some kind of like a short-sleeved type of thing with slacks. It has like it's white with almost like a pinstripe texture to it.
Okay.
But
Pleated slacks.
and it has like one half of the collar is white and the other half is black. It like kind of comes together in this weird kind of future fashion type of getup, and his pants are just the kind of almost like those men's like yoga pants that just kind of hang down, and you know, something like that.
And you have also 2 objects, and maybe I will do the same exercise with you. You have a short memory of what was your life before. You can describe it.
Well, before so he goes into the drawer, and then it just kind of like right into his head, as it shows in the point of view, possibly Zavid. You know, he's drinking this beverage, and there's a small boy with blonde hair. He's playing there with like these toy boats, and he's like he's talking about like the captain and all that of the boats. Zooms out, and it's just a there's the toy boat he was playing with, and then there's this little chip, like a little kind of like
Electronic
chip. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You also have a strange device into your drawer. It looks like it holds in your palm. It's kind of semi-rounded, and there's some buttons on it. Well, you can read. Yeah, you can read. It's written on it. It's a Geiger counter.
Oh, Geiger gun?
Yeah, Geiger. And you will tell me what is Geiger.
That's for like radiation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like if I go somewhere and there's a lot of radiation, it goes like it starts like clicking, like
Okay.
the more
But you-
rads there are.
You can read that, but you'll have to roll a percentile to know if you can use it.
Okay, just to know exactly what it is.
How to use it.
71.
Oh, you're okay. You're quite good, and you have 13. Eh? Okay, yeah. Okay, you have a. You remember. You remember that you were different before you waked up, and you know, you have a small memory of before you went into bed, and there was that kind of panic all around. There's a voice go into your canopy, and you have that device in your hand just before putting in, and the device was going crazy. And you have to put in the drawer. There was robots around telling you go to sleep. And that's all. But you remember that the last time you had that in your hand, it was going crazy. You have difficulty of remembering what was the numbers appearing on that, but it was way over the chart.
Okay. So he just kind of looks at that and sticks it pocket that's on his shirt. So it's like the little pen pocket.
Okay. You hear a sound. You all hear it. There's another canopy nearer from the exit of that place, maybe 30 beds farther. You hear some kind of a thumb into a canopy, a bed.
Oh.
I move back over to the rest where everyone else is and say, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that?"
I hope it's as friendly like you guys.
Zavid's eyes are just like wide open. He's like, it's like, he's like kind of getting against the wall. He's like, what should we do? Should we help them out? Should we see if they're okay?
Let's just go look at him first.
I think if we exude confidence, they will trust us.
Well, let's look at him first, see if we want to trust them.
As,
What's exude?
Zavid's just kind of going against the wall. You know, he's to slowly like go up.
Yeah, we'll go and see what that canopy is. Yeah, that pod.
Zavid's like doing the, hold on, like he's going like looking.
Okay, so well, who's the nearest from the canopy?
I guess that would be me.
And
Oh, you will be?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
because
see.
he's asking who's closest. Because you said nearest, but closest to the canopy.
Okay.
So you will be, because you said you were kind of timid.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll go.
Yeah.
I can go.
You can see the closer Zavid starts to get to it, the more like he's wearing a short-sleeved kind of shirt. You can see his skin kind of start to change color a little and texture, starting to match the wall that he's slowly like creeping across. He's like looking into the. So after a while, by the time he gets to the canopy, he looks like just floating eyes and pants and shirt. He's getting a look into the canopy that just opened.
while you look, you see come two very hairy hands getting into the canopy, like that. And it's just going that way, and you see a kind of a oversized gray face with with no eyes. Well, there are some fold in the face, and it's kind of the eyes are in there, and a oversized mouth with a tongue that goes like that between the hands. And
Oh.
while the tongue is licking the canopy, you see the transparent fiber begin to melt as the tongue is going through it.
I just kind of like turn back. It's like we should maybe go.
You can hear a sound because there's a hole in the caterpillar, kind of, and you have a strong smell of acid going through your nostrils.
Run! Run! And I run for the exit. Of course, I have to like lift up my skirt.
Okay, so you run. What the
Yeah,
other two are doing?
I run
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah, we're running. We're doing this
Run.
Benny Hill style.
Well, okay, so you're running, and well, if you have a quick looks behind you, you see that the front of the canopy has melted. As the two blinking lights, one of the light, is falling down, and it's falling down in some kind of a bluish, not liquid, but kind of bluish, and you see, the two area taking every side and getting out, and see that oversized space kind of going like latex, trying to get out of a hole smaller than its size, with the tongue trying to search for the ground. As you are nearing the exit, you see that there are some stuff written on the wall. Over the door, it's written Hotel Warden. And you have some indications with a narrow down saying levels -1 through -9, and an arrow going up saying apartments.
What is it? What is it?
What do we do? Where do you guys want to go? Apartment?
What is it?
Apartment sound.
Go up.
Away.
Apartments go up.
Away.
So yeah, we start going up.
Okay. What did I say for -1 to -9? It is sleeping. Just want to make something sure. Suspension capsules -1 through -9. Okay. Okay. Well, you are getting through the archway, and there's a big button which is written door on it.
What does it say?
Immediately press it. Get out.
You see the door going like that, and well, you see behind there's the two area. He's kind of going rampant on the ground, and with his tongue, and every time his tongue touches something, you see some kind of acid vapor coming out of it, and you see behind his body, you see kind of two legs that are blackened. It looks like two human legs. He's kind of I just don't remember the word, but he's working like that, and his legs are kind of dead. They are just kind of following by going on the ground.
He's just like dragging him along behind him.
Yeah. They are used. It's like his legs. He was probably human before, you guess, but his legs are useless with this new version of that thing.
Oh, there's like atrophied.
Yeah. Okay, you have the word. Yeah.
Okay. I scream as soon as I see that, and I just start pushing anything. How do we get out of here?
Okay, well, the door, if you get through the archway, unless you want to stay on the other side, but the door closes in front of you, and you are separated from that aberration.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a staircase, so you have the same indication on the panel with hotel warden and suspension capsules below and apartments up.
All right. Yeah. I point to the stairs going up because that's where we need to go. That way. That way.
As soon as he says that, I run up the stairs.
Okay, you have there's a strange smell. The base of the door is kind of melting.
I knew it! I knew it! That door wouldn't hold!
Okay, so you're going up. Everyone follows.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have you just tell if you want to do something else. But yeah, you're going. Maybe one level, and you are getting to a door where it's written apartments, and there's some kind of same kind of a arch with and it's already open.
Yeah, just right through because
Yeah.
just right because we're trying to escape. Yeah.
Okay, and there's the same kind of button written door on it.
I push any buttons that are there.
Okay, the door. There's only one, and that's those.
Okay.
Right now, you are in another big corridor, but this time the ground is kind of not golden, but between beige and golden, and the walls are kind of red with some blackish drawings on it, motifs.
Motifs.
Motifs, okay. And there are doors lined. You can once again it's a very very long corridor. Where you are at the beginning of a corridor, and if you look at the other way, yeah, all the doors have numbers on it. The lightning, it's lighted by if you look up at the ceiling, where the ceiling and the wall, the joint, it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of a continuous light that lights the corridor. And a little farther, you can see on the wall between two doors, there's some kind of there's a big rectangle with a big picture of a woman in it, and it's moving. It's kind of talking, and you can hear her.
We can't hear her. We cannot hear her.
Well, you can hear her but you don't hear what she's saying because it's a little far. But the picture, the picture, the moving picture. That's yeah. It's kind. The woman. You just see the woman from there to there, and yeah, she's kind of a large picture of her, and she's kind of looking. Well, you see her from the side, so you guess that she's looking in front of her, and she's kind of talking and making moves with her hand and explaining something. Yeah.
How far away is she?
It's, about 8 doors away.
All right. Well, I will randomly pick a door. Let's go with door number 5, and I will try and see about opening that door.
Okay, you see in the door there's a drawing of a hand like that. It's kind of sculpted. You can put your hand in it.
Okay, I will put my hand in it.
You see that there's a green light appearing over your hand, and nothing else happens. I said red light. It's a red light.
Yeah, red light means no. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then I just because it probably makes like a buzzing sound, maybe.
Well, I like something of a click, but see, just the light with some kind of small click. But
Okay.
you can move the door. The door doesn't do nothing.
Okay. Like, dang, we can't go through the doors. Keep going down. This
I start
monster.
going down to each door and trying to stick my hand on each one.
Yeah. Well, you are approaching that big rectangle with the woman talking, and you begin to hear what she's saying. We can help you find your way through the Hotel Warden. Just put your hand here, and you see a circle appearing around her hand. Or you can show your bracer, and she's showing her wrist with the bracer. That looks like one of the bracer you found. It's okay. Yeah, it's the nameless mutant Tim with you see a bracer, and you see why she's doing like that. You see brown, gray, red, green. The bracer is changing color, and you see something going. It's like as if she was outside, and you see behind her something going, a flying thing going behind her. That's its kind of, like a big cucumber shape, zucchini shape.
A flying zucchini?
Yeah, well, you guess that it's some kind of a flying machine.
Okay. Like a dirigible or something. Zeppelin. So I look at that bracelet that I have. I'm just gonna examine it.
So you see the woman repeating herself. You can put your hand in air and you see the circle going around, or just show your bracer and you see brown, red, gray, green.
So I show my bracer to her.
There's some kind of an identification going. Pull up. She starts, and she looks. Well, she looks at you in a way, and she says, "You are." Tell me your name.
I am Zevid. No, you're Zevid. I'm Patrice.
Patrice, you are Patrice, employee of the warden, and you are on vacation up until further notice. Your room is the 68, and you see the lights I told you about between the ceiling and the wall going and it kind of lights a door that is far away, but it shows you a door.
I think this is mine. And I start moving down towards that way.
So you two, the other two, while trying to open doors and no doors are open, you see Patrice going going his way.
Yeah, I see him moving. It's like, oh, he probably has a plan, and so I just run off with them.
And David,
You might be muted again.
you're muted, Bash.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No problem.
It's because I have ambient noise going on around here, so it's like I don't want this to pick anything up. So, but Zavid's gonna follow along with the rest of them. He's gonna follow along in the back, like how timid he usually is.
So the other two, you see that same woman, and while going towards the room 68, you get in front of two other moving pictures that you may guess that may be some kind of a screen with some kind of a pre-recorded thing in it, and it's the same woman saying the same thing with some kind of a uniform, in fact, that looks like what Patrice is wearing right now. And you get in front of the door 68.
Okay, I put my hand on the. As soon as I get there, I just put my hand in the indentation.
Okay. You see a green light, and the door seems to be more loose, so you can easily move it.
Okay, I just go ahead and open it.
Yes. You are entering. You have a memory of what it is. It's some kind of an apartment, like an hotel. You have a little bathroom when you enter, and a little farther you have a bed with some kind of a unit, and you are feeling that you can cook meal in that. And there's a desk. On the desk, there's some kind, there's lots of little drawings that looks like the letters that the others are can read. And there's on a novel transparent object going out of the desk just besides the buttons. The other two, you can see that it's some kind of a keyboard. And on the wall, there's another screen, a little like you saw in the corridor, but in it, it's just written Hotel Warden, and it's kind of a, well, it moves like that, some kind of a screensaver. Okay, I'll be right back. You can, for our audience, make what you do in this apartment. Sorry, guys.
Or we could even take a break if you want.
Okay, so be right back in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys want to take a quick break?
Sure.
Alright, cool. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right. Hey, if only that person shows up, right? Be good timing. But so far, I really did enjoy the start of it, where Francois just kept saying, like, basically like saying exactly where we were or what we were doing previously. It was good times.
Alright.
Hmm.
Crazy Dad's party. Here we go. So we're in the final hours of Con now.
Yeah, I do like the considering like you have like chameleon like powers. I do like the constant strobe light. Like it's like everything, like you're, no matter how we look at you, you're always slightly off. You're always slightly changing. Like that kind of thing.
Or I could set it to this where it really changes, so it's like it goes from red, it'll go to orange and cycle throughout all of them. Well, yeah, no, I used it on all the games I've been playing on for BrigadeCon. But
that's good.
So how many games have you gotten in on?
Just one, and it was a very tight squeeze because it was the one that happened about an hour before this game started.
Right, yeah, the Death Maze.
Yep.
I was able to catch that. I caught a little bit of it before I ran out to grab a coffee.
I had an epic
It was
death before I had to run out, and I showed up like a minute later, back to here.
No, that's smooth. I caught to watch the rest of it at some point. I have like my to watch list is filling up.
Exactly. The climax, at least before I died, was we rolled. I lost all the health. My character was dead. It's like, okay, Paul, tell how you kill him. And then he describes it, and then he's like, all right, so Alex, I mean, you don't really, I don't really see how you can say anything, but what do you say before you die? And then, the last part was priceless.
Because it was an '80s thing. You gotta like say your last word, have your last cigarette. Let me have my last cigarette. Yeah.
Well, the part that was funny, because the way that my character died, it was battle axe to the face, like right in the mouth. So I was like,
oh fuck, that's good. When I tuned out to run and grab my coffee, I know you like battered Andrew Gloy's character.
Yeah, he got pelted hard by shotgun.
Oh man, no, I really gotta catch that game. All right.
Sorry for the 5 viewers so far.
Should we do a recap for anyone who came in late?
Okay, just a recap for those of you who are there and haven't watched from the start. Those 3 characters, a human and 2 mutants, woke up in some kind of a bed into a place where there are hundreds of beds with a glass canopy, well, transparent canopy over it, and they woke up. What they saw so far is that most of the people in every other canopy are dead, even with some torn body, and modified bones and all that. And well, there was another living person into that corridor, and he was some kind of a acid licker with his tongue. Every time he licked something, it was kind of melting into some acid vapor. So our 3 characters, which are Griswold, Patrice, and Zavid, got away from that aberration and found out a staircase where they move up, and they got through a corridor called apartments, and they found out that one of the apartments was Patrice's apartment that he could open with his own hand, because his hand was the code. So that's where we are.
So I start going through everything, all the drawers, anything, to see if anything jogs my memory.
Yeah. Well, you have more clothes that looks like what you have right now. You may have another set of clothes that is not like that. It doesn't seem like a uniform. You also have.
They're actually women's clothes.
Oh, no problem. Yeah. So you were a girl. You discovered that. So okay, and you have. You have. Well, you find another bracer in one of the drawer with a kind of a written note on a paper under it. It's a gray bracer. You can't read the note.
I can?
You can't.
Yeah, I'm just holding it to everyone else. What does this say? What does this say?
It's written.
Savin's gonna give it a try. Yeah, I'll read it with you. We're both gonna kind of like have it between us,
we'll hold hands.
Okay, it's written. It's written in it. You have forgot about it, darling, you I have sent you a written message on your computer. See you later. Bye. 3X. Signed, Patrice.
So yeah, I like relay that to Petrus.
What does that mean?
Maybe you knew someone else here.
Well,
The
where's this computer?
Yeah, but while you're looking at it, you see that the oval transparent thing is kind of filling up with some darker elements in it, and it becomes like a novel dark screen where you see a line appearing like that, a white line. The line begins waving, and you hear something. You hear, "Can I do something for you?"
Read last message.
Last message. Okay, là, the last message is, Roger, you have forgot your steel brace again. If the commander sees that, he may fire us. So be careful when you visit me at night. See you tomorrow, and be careful.
Roger. Roger.
Yes, you may have a. Yeah, Roger brings something to you. Who is he? You can describe it to me. Short memory.
Roger. Roger is actually my husband. I just have a brief memory of us on vacation in some place. I can't tell where it is exactly. There's just a lot of lights.
Okay. Yes. So, and that's computer. That was the last message.
Well, is it a bracelet like I'm wearing?
Yes. The difference is this. It's not the same color. It's gray. While the other two, you can read what is written on the bracelet. You see that it's written Warden, just like that. It's not written Hotel Warden. It's just written Warden.
Okay. So, but Patrice, what is your bracelet thing? Can we look at it? See what it says?
I hold it up and let him look at it.
Yeah. So, what does it say?
It's just written Warden, but you can make roll a percentile dice, and you can do David.
So I got a 31.
Okay, you can figure it out.
Okay.
How much do you have, Alex, when you're ready?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you wanted me to roll. Could you just ask
Yeah, you
him?
can.
All
You
right,
can
I
roll.
got 52.
52. Okay. Yes, you have. Yeah, you remember those bracelets. Everyone who worked it was for workers in that place, and the brown one was the standard worker, but you can't figure out what was doing the ones who wore the gray bracelet. But the brown one, you remember that the standard employee, the ones that was doing the cleaning, maybe doing the basic stuff.
Yeah, okay, like the maids and all that.
Yeah.
Custodians.
Or if there was some place to set up, they were there. If there were some minor repairs to do, they were there. The ones who were wearing that bracelet, the brown one, but the gray one, you don't remember what it was all about.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, these bracelet things. They're like worker IDs. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, so but I don't know what the gray one is.
What does this one mean? I hold mine up.
I
It's
think
about
it, yeah, I think it had to do with I don't want to say anything demeaning like pick up garbage or something like that, but it had to do with like it could be paperwork, I don't know, but it's something like that, where like clean rooms. But I'm getting kind of foggy there. I'm not really sure. I can't be confident about it.
you may have a memory, Tim, about for Patrice. You may have a memory of being behind a counter and welcoming people.
Oh, I remember it was weird. I was working behind some counter and talking to people. I don't know what I was doing.
Secretary?
I don't know, more like a receptionist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
David,
Oh, that's cool.
your Geiger counter is kind of receiving something.
Zav feels his he feels his little shirt pockets start vibrating, and then he's like sees it as I can't do that sound. And sees it's a really distinct sound to it, but the counter on it starts going up, and it's just like, hey, guys, this seems new.
The licky tongue guy.
David, you didn't remember how it worked.
Oh no?
No, did I say that you remember how it worked?
I think you did, because I think I got a pretty high roll.
So you can follow a trace that it's quite near.
I start asking, hey, buddy, do you remember if there's any kind of fire escape or some kind of, I don't know, a back door of some kind to this place? So I think we're gonna have company.
If you read correctly, it's less than one. It's in the room.
Oh, it's in the room.
Oh yeah. You just have the reading that it's under 2 meters.
So I'm taking it. I'm kind of going around the room, trying to like sweep around. I'm like going up to like Griswold. I'm going up to Patrice. Using it on myself.
Well, no, it's not on yourself, and neither the other two. But you may sense in Patrice and yourself some traces of radiation, but your Geiger counter is leading you to a drawer you haven't had the time to open, and it's under that big metal box that's where written on it hydrator.
So I go over to it and I look over to Patrice. I'm like, "Do you mind?"
I don't care.
So he goes to take a look, see what all the hubbub is about.
This isn't me anymore.
Okay, you open the drawer, or not?
Yeah. I go to open it.
It really leads you to the drawer. When you open the drawer, there's lots of kind of envelopes in some kind of shiny paper, and it's kind of your Geiger counter. Well, he began. It's not big radiation, but enough to be maybe lethal if you ingest that.
Okay. Well, I let them know, like, yeah, you might not want to lick these envelopes.
Well, you have a memory about those envelopes. This is meals that you put in maybe the machine you see written hydrator.
Huh. So wait, you put meals in them and then put them in the hydrator?
Yeah, you try that?
Or no, is that what you were saying the memory was?
Yeah, yeah. You remember yourself maybe toying with an envelope like that and putting it into the machine, and because you were hungry.
Okay, yeah. So I take one. I guess there's one in the room where I could just like stick it in, or like the hydrator thing.
You try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
You saw that it was written macaroni on it.
So macaroni comes out.
Yeah, well, it takes kind of 20 seconds, and there's a green light under written ready on it.
I take the Giger counter, and
Well, that's a radiated macaroni.
Now we know what happened.
offer it up to anyone. I say, hey, there's some good old Canadian craft dinner here.
Yeah, you remember that. So that you used to have that where you used to live when you were young. You hear
I still.
you hear on the other side of the door of where you are. There's things moving beside the door. You can hear movement, kind of a, and yeah,
Like something moving by.
yes. It's not stopping at the door. It's just passing in front. It sounds like it sounds motorized.
I don't
Oh
like.
God! Do you guys know what that sound is?
No.
It's the sound of death. Oh God!
Should we eat the macaroni?
The macaroni out for it. It's irradiated, right?
You won't eat something that has that kind of radiation because you could get sick or even get mutations if you ate too much of that. But I think you already got through there.
I'm thinking of leaving the craft dinner out for the whatever's out there to just take.
Open the door real quick, slide it out.
Yeah,
close the
just
door
yeah,
again.
Okay.
bowl it down the hall.
So you're just throwing the meal outside. Okay, no problem. You do that, and while the door is open, you can hear kind of metallic, and well, it's kind of couple of meters from you, but some kind of metallic and motorized kind of click, 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 ooh. But you don't see well. Yeah,
Oh God!
unless you get your head out, that's just the sound you hear.
Let's see how it reacts to the macaroni first.
So you let the door open.
Slide the macaroni out and then shut it quick again.
Okay. Well, you wait, and at some point you can hear the motorized sound coming be in front of your door, but a little slower. But it's just passing by. It doesn't stop. And okay, yeah. You hear, in the screen, okay, do you want something else than macaroni?
Man, I don't know. I'm trying to. I look over to Patrice. I say, so yeah, is there another way out of here?
I don't know.
So this apartment, is there like a window, like, or is it just like one of those kind of like those box type?
No, yeah. On the other side, you at the end, if you enter the apartment, if you go at the end the wall, there's some kind of a curtain, and if you slide it, you can see that it's a window, but it looks like quite thick, and there's no slide or no
No opening
yeah, no
mechanism.
openings, yeah, no opening devices.
What's on the other side of it? Can we see through it?
Uh, yes, well, you can see. It looks like a city, but the city is quite dark, as if it was in the night. You see very high up buildings, some lights in it, and you have a strange view of a bush, but the bush is kind of moving. It's kind of walking on the boardwalk.
The bush is walking on the boardwalk?
Yeah. Like a big uh, the thing that is before a butterfly.
A moth? Or a caterpillar?
Yeah, the caterpillar. Yeah, the caterpillar. So yeah, it's kind of walking on the boardwalk and crossing. Well, there's no street in where you come from. You don't. Well, there's some kind of a street. You see a vehicle on the side. Uh, you remember that it's a vehicle, some kind of a vehicle that is kind of floating, but you have to get near, but you can't open that window.
I'm just kind of looking outside, horrified at this dark city with a caterpillar and a bush crawling by. Looking at the vehicle, seeing if I can see any way of getting over to it, which way we should go, and we can't get out here, but at least there's an outside.
You hear the computer saying to you, well, if you want to exit the hotel, you have to get up levels, because the real exit is on the roof.
Why is there only one exit?
What?
Why is there only one exit? What? Why are we? Why are we in this place?
I can show you. So you see a map. What you believe to be a map. This is your room. Beep 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 beep, and you see some kind of a dotted way going through and you see there's an elevator, and you see level 2 storage, level 3 entertainment area, and through entertainment area, blip, 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 you see another staircase, garden, and exit there.
Computer.
Yes, at your service.
We're hearing a sound of something moving around outside. Do you know what it is?
You don't. By the way, you don't hear it anymore, but it says, "Oh, it's the maintenance robots."
I look to the others. That can't be too bad, right? It's a maintenance robot.
A maintenance robot?
So does it maintain robots, or does maintenance robot?
Well, it repaired. It got to repair something.
Mhm.
Well, so I guess we should be going up.
Yeah, I'll just take another good long look at that map with the dotted line showing the directions. I'll just go out and try to follow those directions.
The direction
If it
is.
says there's... Oh, sorry.
Well, just short. The direction is showing it's opposite from where you came. The place where there was that acid leaking beast. Go ahead, Alex.
You know, if it said level 4 is entertainment area, right? We should go there first.
Okay.
I was also gonna say that if we need food, we could go to the garden.
There might be snacks there.
Let's go.
That is true. Let's
Okay.
go.
So you're going out of the apartment.
Yeah, very
Mhm.
carefully.
Okay.
Open the door. Look both ways.
Okay, you look at your right where you came from. You see, yeah, some kind of a robot. You remember it's a robot. Okay, well, he doesn't have a gun like that. He's just looking like that, but a gun.
Okay,
And,
we're gonna close the door again.
It's just for the model, but he's kind of repairing one of the screen that was there with the woman. But you remember it wasn't broken when you came. It was all right, but the screen seems to be broken, and he's kind of draining screws around it, chick, 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 and around the string you see that. Well, you have a smell coming through your nose, acid smell.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I don't want to meet that thing again.
You see,
Oh. Yeah, it means it passed by, probably. It probably attacked the screen.
Maybe it went to its room.
taking
So
a shower.
I'm just I'm just gonna go out and sneak out the opposite direction, following the directions that was on the map.
Okay, so you're following the direction. Everyone follows.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
you're
I
going
have
that-
the other bracer too. I'm bringing that with me.
Okay. Yeah. You have quite a long walk, and you hear behind you, "Rah!" And you remember the voice, and you hear some kind of a like sparkles, something that broke, and you see your friend over the robot that it's now on the side, and the robot kind of having a arm like that, and you see his head kind of half melted because that thing is on it, and you see his face more elastic than ever, the beast, and he's coming at you with he has one leg less.
Oh, one of his legs fell off.
Yeah.
Okay. Run!
Well, yeah, we're running.
Run. He's trying to keep up with you. Okay, I'd like to see your deck score. I will watch it just right now. Okay, I have a 14, an 11, and an 8. Oh, there's an 8. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes. Rolling the dices. Okay. Well, Todd, you're not the fastest from the group, so he's coming at you a little faster.
Yep.
Yeah, you're trying to run the best that you can. Well, you're not on an all out, but he's really near from you, and at some point he stops and he looks at you quizzically. He's kind of a. Well, what do you do? Yeah, I guess you continue to run unless you want to do something else.
I will take advantage of this and continue running. Yeah, but I do notice that he is looking like he started to look questioning. Yeah, that kind of.
Yeah. Throughout all the fold of his face, you can feel that he's kind of he's not sure if it should. And at some point he gets back to running at you, but you have took the advantage. And all the while he's digging the floor with his tongue, and every time he can, like digging in sand, beach sand with a little shovel. You get at the door where there's the elevator. Every one of you.
Yeah, see, like, cause it's an elevator, so there's a button. Pressing the button.
Yeah, you're pressing the button. You can enter it. And
Yeah, I get right in as soon as it opens.
Start.
okay,
Yeah, just press.
okay. Well, it just slows at the right time because you had that smell. While you are in the elevator, you're in a closed space, especially Griswold and Patrice. You have a smell that something good is in the elevator. It smells like a good meat on the barbecue.
Oh, I look around. I look around everywhere.
Well, Zavid smells good.
Am I burning?
You would eat something that smells like that.
Is he cooking or burning?
Not at all. It just smells good.
Sweet, are they like eyeballing? Are they eyeballing me right now?
Yeah, I'm eyeballing.
I don't know why, but you smell like cooked meat.
So, Zavid, he starts like undressing. He's like, maybe it's my clothes. Do you guys want to take a look? As he goes against the wall and just turns into the same texture.
Did you cook something else in the room? Maybe it's
Uh,
hydrator?
yeah. Patrice, while you have run quite a little, and you feel like you will faint unless you sit down.
I feel like I'm gonna faint. Okay, I go
Because
ahead.
you're short of air.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I just go over in a corner and I just sit down, smelling meat.
This is just getting like first that thing that was probably going to eat us. It looked at me weird, and now you smell like cooked like wherever the heck you just went off to because you disappeared in that corner. I saw you. This is getting weird.
You just hear a voice saying, Don't hurt me. You'll just become one of them if you do."
It's getting weird.
You hear the friendly computer voice saying to you, "You are in the elevator. Which level do you want to go? Level 3 is storage. Level 4 is entertainment."
Level 4.
Level 4. Level 4.
Okay. You begin to you feel that it begins to rise, and okay, the door open. You are in a empty field. You know it, and it's a metal floor going. It's big as 2 football fields, and on the other end there's an archway, probably the one that was you saw on the plan, uh, and yeah, and the walls are all the same metal as the floor, even the ceiling.
Okay.
This
Is
doesn't look very entertaining.
It is. It is. You hear that computer voice resonating in that place.
Explain this place.
I can show you.
Okay, show us.
You see, your surrounding is transforming itself. You see yourself into a place. You are the floor is going from metal to kind of polished stone, and there's vegetation all around you, but quite worked vegetation. You know, there's a gardener who came here to have good bushes and you even see a tree that is trimmed like a teddy bear. And you hear music.
From the teddy bear?
No, it's going from well, it's going farther in front of you. You may follow the stone path, or there's some grass around that stone land, and you feel that the bushes are made in, well, they are quite high. They're making some kind of walls.
This is really weird, guys.
Oh,
Are you
now
seeing
it's weird.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? There's a teddy bear tree. Music. What's the entertainment here? Computer?
Follow the path. It's for you.
Zavid like decloaks right behind Griswold, and he goes up to the garden, and he's like trying to like just like he like brushes his finger on like a berry, and like puts it on his tongue.
Don't
Just
feel nothing.
so like it's not is it edible or?
It's like if it was nothing. As you approach it from your tongue, it kind of disappears.
Oh.
You
It's a
hear
fun-
music. It's kind of a flute, not flute, but yeah, it's kind of flute music, but very mechanical flute music, and it's very it's a joyful music.
Yeah, I think we should follow. We should go closer. We should follow the music.
All right. Let's go.
So, okay. Well, you go through the stone path, going between the bushes wall. You see other trees trimmed like unicorns or elephants, and at some corner you hear, "Hey, come over here, kids! Come over here! I have something for you." Ha ha ha! Hey, just for you, I was waiting. I was expecting you.
Zavid's like he's putting his clothes back on, and he's like looking at his companions. He's like, I don't trust this guy.
You
We
see,
should take his stuff and run.
you can see the guy. In fact, he's wearing very colorful clothing, and his face is white, and his nose is red, and his hair are multicolored, and he's behind a small counter.
You see Patrice, and she just looks completely terrified.
You can come here, kids. I have something for you. And he's taking something that is blowing air in it, and he's making some kind of an animal, and he's pointing at Griswold. It's for you, kid. Just for you.
Oh well. Thanks. What is it?
It's a giraffe. It's a blue giraffe.
That's nice.
And you, he's pointing at Patrice. Hey, don't be afraid of me. I can make you something. What do you want? What is your favorite animal?
Yeah, someone telling me not to be afraid of them is the first thing that's going to make me not afraid of them.
You have the time to think about it. Maybe you're hungry. I can get you something. You seem hungry, children. Just sit down and I will sing a song while robots will bring food for you.
As I like point to him, I'm like, you wait 1 second. He takes out his Geiger counter and starts like scanning him with it, just to see.
There's some kind of radiation reading, but non-lethal ones. So far, from what you can describe. Yeah. As he says that, from many corners, from many ways between the bushes, there are robots coming with plates, looking like the robots you have saw, and he serves you. This looks like two bread. You know, it looks like a sandwich. You remember that it was called sandwich. It was quite, you know, when you were in a hurry or playing cards and you didn't want to go cook you a meal. You have. Wasn't it the way it was created? Nevertheless.
Yeah. I think we made a good choice by coming to the entertainment area first.
Patrice is still she's just looking at him terrified, and she's got sweat coming down her scaly face.
You have
Don't
a
worry,
robot
Patrice.
beside you.
You will eat. You will eat soon, Patrice. It'll be okay.
That smell of meat in there was just very enticing. So I could use a bite to eat.
When Patrice says when she mentions meat, Zavid just kind of has a nervous look to his face, and he's like, "I would love something to eat. Let's."
And he made it. Okay.
Huh?
Oh no, just finish what you were about.
Oh no,
I
yeah, that's pretty well it.
Okay.
Let's
So
see.
you have a robot beside all of you, and they have a plate with a sandwich, and they have some kind of a bottle in their hand, and they just and eat, children. When you'll be well fed, I may have a little show for you. Yes, with my puppets. I will bring some music, and he got from nowhere some kind of a keyboard with many flutes, and he plays, and you remember it's the same music you were hearing, but the music changed because he played the just eat, and I'll be right back to you, but all the while I will entertain the place and make happy music for you children.
What are you?
I'm Zozo the Clown! You don't know me? You come to see me every week and you laugh with me, and we have lots of activity. You know, last time we celebrated Christmas.
I whispered to Patrice, and I say, maybe he's a mutant.
I would say so. Why else would he look like that?
So yeah, Zavid says, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna eat. Thank you for the food." As he starts kind of like picking apart the sandwich and tasting individual parts for poison.
Yes, it is.
It's
And you as you go, I guess.
So, like-
Yeah, go ahead.
oh yeah, well I was saying like pretty well he was like taking the sandwich like apart, and he'd take like the meat, take a
There
piece,
are.
taste it, taste the bread, taste. So it is poison.
There's it's poison. You know it, and you can smell it, and there are mold tendrils in it that move in ghastly manners.
I knew this thing was evil.
So I look over to the guys. I'm like, don't eat it.
Well, you can drink, children. Just twist the cap.
And Zavid, he just like puts his hand up like that, and all of a sudden, this man is encapsulated in this bubble, this impenetrable bubble.
You're doing what? Just
So that is the mental mutation force field generation.
okay, yes. And you doing what with it?
So I'm putting it around this man who tried to poison us.
Oh, the clown, Zozo the clown.
Yeah,
Okay.
I put it around Zozo.
And,
And I turn to everyone else and I say, "It seems this man tried to poison us."
I knew that he wasn't to be trusted.
You hear the computer saying, "Oh, it feels that you're not enjoying that entertainment. I can change that for you."
Oh,
Zavita's like, change what?
You see the surrounding is changing. You are dressed. You some kind of clothing appears on you. Looks like very old-fashioned clothing. And you hear the computer voice. Are you on the side of the pirates or the merchant?
What does that even mean?
whatever you say, we should all be the same. Say the same thing. Whatever you say.
Pirates.
Pirate.
All right, pirates. Yeah, pirates.
Okay. So you are. The floor is wood. Is a wooden floor with planche, and you are. Well, you can guess that it is a boat. You are on the sea, and you are surrounded by many men. You have some kind of a gun on your on your belt and a sword, and you see that you are about to approach another boat, and you have some kind of a guy with a big long black beard in front of you and a big hat, and saying to you, "Are you ready? At my signal, we jump on the. You jump and we take that boat. We won't let them go out. They have what we want. It will make us rich."
What if we wait for them to all jump over there, and then we just take the boat away?
All aboard! And you see people going on the other boat, pulling the boat, and you see all the. You guess that it's your fellow pirates in that. And they're jumping on the other boat, and you see the Blackbeard guy hasn't jumped yet. And you, what are you waiting for?
I go ahead and just go ahead and board the other ship. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Zavi just does what everyone else is doing.
At least also the clown is gone.
Well, I flick and his bubble comes undone, so I can at least have a bubble at my disposal.
Okay, for the one who have jumped on the other boat, it seemed quite easy for a very dangerous feat, but you felt that it was easy. And on the other boat, you are, Griswold, you are facing a guy with a red uniform and lots of fury in it, and he wants to shoot you with his gun. You can do it. Do something before him.
All right, I'll jump to dodge.
Okay. So he's shooting, and yeah, you. I will just see if he. No, he misses you.
Of course, he's a red shirt. That's why.
Yeah. David, you have some kind of a red shirt who will run at you with his sword.
Zavid's gonna just try to do like the Indiana Jones, like pull out the pistol and just.
Well, you don't even. Well, you have a feeling that it's very easy to shoot him, and you shoot him, and you hit his arm kind of blow up. Oh. Ah! The guy is turning around and he loses his feet and go overboard. Ah! And Patrice, just to tell me where you were.
I go over the ship with them.
Okay, so yes, there's another red guy with lots of fury and bloody pirates, I will kill you, and he has a musket and he wants to shoot you.
I scream and point my gun at him and shoot.
Okay, Okay, you're just before, and the same thing. You're shooting at him, and he kind of blows up. You blow. He has a. There's lots of blood coming out of his wound. It's a belly wound, and he falls on the back. And
I just look completely horrified.
yeah, it's quite. And yeah, so you hear the computer voice. Is that the kind of entertainment you were seeking? And all the characters of that scene are kind of paused.
What are we doing here?
You are being entertained.
I don't know.
How can we leave this area?
Just say that you want to leave.
Okay.
We want to leave.
Okay, look, it all comes back to the metal room you were. You are maybe 1/3 of the way through the next door.
I'll just start walking towards the next door.
That
Yeah.
was really cool, though. Man, that was awesome.
I just want to know how close that acid tongue guy is now.
Oh yeah, there's that thing.
Maybe
Yeah.
Zoso's the clown will feed him and he'll die.
Maybe that thing just eats everything. I mean, it was going through those doors pretty easily.
You said, Griswold, that you were entertained. Maybe you would like this one. You see the surroundings change. Oh, you are in some kind of a green uniform with a belt,
Oh.
and you have a weapon in your hand, and you have a green helmet. And you are in a boat, once again, a metal boat, surrounded by many people. And they all have fears in their eyes, and you feel the boat like that. And you have a sergeant. When you get on the beach, run and shoot all those lazy.
Oh,
Poor grandma. Poor grandma.
computer.
You see one of the character there holding something. It looks like a cross. Maybe you remember
Yes.
what it is. And he's kind of his eyes closed. You can hear on the door, and there's some chutes that goes over. You know that there's something exploding beside the boat, and you have real water going on your face.
And the entertainment.
While you say that, I didn't hear you, and the door opens. And yes, you are on the beach where hundreds of soldiers like you are running, and they are being shot as they are going out of the boat, and they are exploding, and and there's some kind of a hill. Okay, just make a parenthesis. I guess you guess what kind of historic day it is.
Yeah.
It's like Finding Private Ryan. It looks like that, okay?
Yeah.
And yeah, what are you doing?
I have my back up against the wall, just letting everyone else run out.
Okay, yeah, and there are some of the soldiers who are going over you. You may, and even if they weren't there, you lose 5 hit points by being trampled. Is that the word?
Yeah, try.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, trampled upon. Wow, the other two, were you going to fight Nazi?
I'm going in. It's like, oh crap, this is real. So I'm going for it.
Okay, and Zavid.
David's kind of sitting there, like, freaking out, like, alright, let's do this, as he, like, starts going out towards the beach and tries to do his like, he like, lays down on the beach and, like, his chameleon skin kicks in, he just starts going really slow. Like crawling.
You lose your helmet, and you see on your helmet there's some kind of a red cross on it. And you hear something, you see someone looking at you. Where's the medic? He was there! I have someone here! And you see someone with his head totally blown. Save him!
All of a sudden you see the guy with like this bullet wound, like you see this bandage just in thin air, just kind of like you see kind of an outline of a person beside him, but you see like bandage going around his head. He's dead though, pretty well. He's not getting back up.
And there are some shooting coming from the hill and up front, and it's going through that medic. And you know the guy beside who called the medic, just looking at the medic who's getting shot at, and all the bullets going through him, and he's kind of like that. And while he's like that, he's being shot himself.
All while this is happening, I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs, "Computer, stop! Stop entertainment! Computer, stop entertainment!" Hoping that it hears me over all this noise.
He doesn't hear you because it continues. And okay, so well, Griswold, you're on it, but you are being shot.
Yeah, I'm being shot. Oh, jeez.
And let's say I have to find out how much damage it does, but it hurts for real. This is a real bullet.
Oh,
Fun entertainment.
it can be entertaining for some people.
I suppose.
Like Game Masters. Okay.
World War II.
You lose 18 points of damage.
Okay.
You're hurt.
I have 3 left. I'm very hurt.
Well, you can't help yourself scream because that's a real wound you had in your chest, and your scream stops all that. You're just on the floor bleeding. And you hear, was it the kind of entertainment you were seeking for?
No!
Maybe you could try another one?
No!
You're possessed. Get out of here.
Ah! You didn't want to go through that piece. I forgot to mention the side corridor going directly to the garden level. Sorry. And you see a couple of meters away, the door of the elevator you came from beginning to melt.
I know it! I know it!
I will crawl towards the garden corridor.
Do you need medical assistance?
Oh, yes, we're very hurt.
Okay. You see coming from a wall, a door slides, the door that you couldn't see from where you were because the walls are cracked, and you see robots coming. It looks like the same robots, but this time he has a special color. Sorry for he's called white. They are all white, and he's coming at you. Okay, so they begin to bandage Griswold. They begin to analyze Patrice and David, and all the while you see it's far away, a couple of 100 meters, but you see the hairy end coming out of the elevator. And you see, and the robot is analyzing Patrice and David, and you'll have to go to a fully equipped medical facility because what the illness you have is beyond our capabilities, and they are going away.
I say, computer.
Yes.
Our friend is coming through the door over there. Can you send Zoso the clown to entertain him?
The computer is kind of not listening to you.
Of course.
Oh no.
Let's just go.
Alex, the robot did a good job in getting yourself 4 points of not damage, but he's healing you from 4 points.
Okay.
They disinfected it pretty much.
Thanks. They rubbed and had good thoughts. Yeah.
Mr. Griswold, can I validate Zozo the Clown for the newcomer? Maybe he wants to be entertained.
He wants to be fully immersed in
Do
the
you-
entertainment you're going to provide for him.
Do you want to join him?
No!
No?
No!
Because his puppets are quite entertaining.
Keep our friend
Bye-bye.
here until we get back.
He
Bye-bye.
wants to see Zoso the clown, then he wants to go to the pirate ship, and then he wants to go to the place where everyone was dying.
I have lots of that. You know, an engine attack, a 17th century duel,
He wants to see
space battle, a space battle.
He wants to see all of it while we leave.
He doesn't listen to you.
Yes, our friend wants to see all of it while me and my two friends leave.
You say 2 friends, they aren't your pets?
Sure, they are also my pets.
It wasn't in the registry.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm mouthing like, I'm sorry, I don't want to call you pets. like you like.
Although you see your friend coming and and you see around him bushes appearing and you hear the music far away. Oh, another friend! You want to drink that bottle? And you hear the echo. But you
Alright,
don't see him.
We're going.
I kind of want to stick around and see what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go up against the wall and like. Zavid has a weird like voyeur syndrome.
Well, you are on the opposite wall if you are going that way. Griswold, you have a harder time to do it because it hurts, but
Yeah.
okay. And you hear echoes of that and ha ha ha! Oh no, you blew up the balloon with your tongue!
Oh shit.
And yeah, and you hear, so my little friends is the little princess, and you see the illusion kind of blurring, and you see your friend alone with nothing around him except the traces he was able to dig in the fully metal ground.
Zoso the clown is gone.
Simulator.
I'm heading towards the garden, like the computer said. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following behind.
Okay, so you're entering. Yeah, there's another staircase with the same kind of door with an arrow like that, and it's written garden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
we go up there.
yeah, Bash, you're still there?
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm just gonna grab some water. You guys can keep going.
Okay, just to be sure that you weren't having problems. Okay, technical problems. So okay,
We're all
so okay, excellent. Thank you. So you're getting through that door.
Yeah, I'm going along too.
Okay, and the door can be closed like the others. If that's an option you want to use.
Oh, definitely.
I find it strange that you mention it now that we can shut the door. Something tells me you're doing something, Jim. I'm just saying. But we shut the door.
Okay, yeah, okay. I can take into account that every door's got shut.
Yes.
Come on, unless you have some kind of a plan, getting back to the D-Day and shooting the thing. Okay. Okay. So yeah, there's a staircase, and you can smell nature going from upside, and more and kind of more the kind of moisture you can find in nature when you are walking in the woods.
I eagerly head in that direction, up the stairs.
Okay. Yes. So you are in a lovely manicured garden filled with stone paths. There's fruit trees spreading pleasant fragrance in the air, and lovely six-winged bird flying from flower to flower. The plants are amazingly supple, and when you get in that place, the first thing you see big plants that are going, bending and going towards you, and you can smell their perfume.
Savid's gonna. Well, Savid's still pretty hungry, so he's trying to find something to eat. He's even gonna kind of do the old swipe these plants and just to try and see if anything's edible, nutrients to it that could at least give us some energy to keep.
You see the fruits are, you come to a berry bush, raspberry bush, and the raspberry seems, they all look good. There's no, they're all kind of mature, ready to eat. They all kind of perfect.
Well, yeah, I'll let everyone else know that we could probably eat these and not die horribly.
Your Geiger counter is going with some readings.
I'm using it up against the strawberries to see if it's coming from those.
Yes, the strawberries has been.
I guess it
irradiated.
is.
And yeah, you can make a percentile on that, all of you, and roll high if you can.
23.
No, that one.
43.
43.
I rolled a 74.
Okay. Yeah, somewhere in your memory you remember that there were kind of fruits in the supermarket. You remember the market from your memory, and you were choosing between biological food or our irradiated food that looks perfect.
Okay.
You see those six-winged birds going over you.
Wait, why don't we just eat those birds?
They're probably radioactive too.
Yeah, they probably are.
Man.
I still have my eye on Patrice and Griswold.
Okay.
Maybe when we actually can get out of here, there might be something. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep my eyes open for any other kind of plant or even herbs that we could eat. Like Zavid's getting close to just eating grass.
But it's irradiated grass.
Yeah, true. But I'm a mutant.
Okay. Just okay. So you're going through that. You're searching for a plant or something to eat but your Geiger counter is still doing some noises.
So I tell the guys that that this place looks like it's dry well. All this food's irradiated.
Let's just keep trying to move up, because the computer said there's a way out.
Okay. Yeah, good thinking. We'll we'll just move on from here.
Okay. So you're looking at the plants and one of them is quite strange. In fact, some kind of a willow tree, and you have time to see the willow tree. You know, it's kind of hanging branches going toward you and trying to grab you.
Of course. Why would there be? I'm just gonna run away.
Yes, I'll try and run too.
Okay, so okay, you have an armor class of 8, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think there's gonna be much running away, is there?
Well, while you are running, there's a branch going on Griswold and going on your body, but as you see that there between leaves there are some glands that seem, like old raisins when they are too old and you can eat them. It's kind of the mushy, but and you see that the other two, you see that, but it's kind of branch is going on you, trying to restrain you, but as an hesitation. Once again.
Oh, there seems to be a pattern here, but let's see. This time I'm actually going to stop, because this is the second time it happened. So I'm going to stop and stare it down and see what's going on.
You look at the trunk of the tree, and it decides to grab you even more. Finally, and all those glands kind of blow on you, and you feel yourself. It feels like acid on you.
Ouch!
Oh no!
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you will lose 7 points.
Oh, that's...
How convenient! I am down to 2-0.
You're 0.
Yeah.
Oh no! So. It's quite deadly.
We should have just eaten the radioactive macaroni.
Oh, there's a theme for this BrigadeCon, at least for me.
Oh yes, you died just before getting. Okay, what David and Patrice say, you are out of reach of the branch who wants to grab you like that, but you see you see him kind of dissolving, but yeah, he's kind of dissolving on the ground slowly, and you see in a color that you see around that tree, you see other small, monticule. What is? I don't know. When you put sand and it goes like that.
Oh,
Yeah, you dig sand and you put it aside and it has something like that. You put sand and
You talking about
Like,
like an hourglass? Sandile? No.
like a sandcastle or something.
not exactly a castle, but when you're digging the ground and you put the sand aside,
Oh, okay,
looks
so
like a pile.
a
yeah.
pile. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's all
See,
good.
you see piles all around, couple of piles all around that looks like sand to grow, and you see robots coming with brown robots. No, they're not brown, but they have another color, and they're working on Griswold.
What are they doing to him?
They are green. Well, they have some kind of a shovel and a rattle. I don't know if it's the right name. And yeah, and he's tossing his remnants away. They are removing the clothes.
Yep.
They're putting one of the robots has some kind of a garbage, or all the dynasty clothes are going in it. And they're kind of pushing that around the plants like they were gardening.
He's mulch. He's fertilizer.
Yeah, your first wall finished his life as a fertilizer.
GG. Well played.
Yes. So look, and you hear a distant.
I'm standing there. I pull out the picture of the woman and the child that I've had earlier. I'm just sitting there looking at it.
Okay, you hear a computer's voice. Isn't that lovely?
Mom, how do computer? Still not working. I just look at Zavid. That's the most disturbing thing I can ever remember seeing.
That was horrifying. What do we do now?
Well, he's the only one who could communicate with the computer, apparently, because we're pets.
Oh God.
So let's just run to the other end. Hopefully there's a door.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
Let's
that's
go.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
We can see you laughing, Alex. Okay, so you are running. Okay, you get under a tree where you kind of disturb birds.
Oh no.
But these birds look like woodpeckers.
Oh no.
But their beak is very long. Are very long.
God.
Like Sturges or something.
Yeah. So while you're running, they plunge at you.
This is where it all ends.
Okay. Just to see what are your deck scores.
You were all dead. We were all dead from the get-go. That's what it is.
Well, I have to say that even the author has a renown to do lots of TPK.
Mm-hmm.
My dex is an 11.
Yeah,
Fine.
I saw that. Okay. Well, you can go away a little faster than those birds, but they are plunging. So what? You are running, but you have time to do something else if you want.
I huddle up fuck. What's her character's name? Tim?
Patrice.
Patrice. Sorry about that, but I get close and it as a force field
You make a force field.
goes around the both of us. Yeah. Just
Jing,
around
jing,
the
jing,
both.
jing. Okay, force field. Just want to reread it. Sorry about that. It's quite new game for me. Force field. It's a mental one, and describe how it does it come.
So here, I can read it out. So force field generation. The power to make an invisible wall of energy that will not allow a physical object to pass. This wall will form only in front of a mutant with his power, about 5 inches away from the body, and take 5 dice of accumulated damage before being forced out. Oh, okay. Takes damage just as human body does from things like swords and ray guns. It has no effort to make. So I guess it only works at a personal kind of.
Okay.
I don't know if I.
Okay.
I don't know if I can use it for people, but I don't know. It's up to the
pretty
GM,
close.
I guess.
So, David, roll 5 dice and give me the result. As the birds approach, you have your results, David? You hear me?
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
So 5.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, it's a 3 feet long bird, and his feathers looks like aluminium,
Oh boy.
and a
Sorry.
5-inch long beak.
Oh man. Yeah, I
And
got
it's diving. Well, yeah,
I got 15 on that roll.
perfect. So the first one plunged on your force field, but stabbed it very hard. But he's kind of he broke his neck and fall down. But that leaves the second one to stab you.
Oh.
So which one of you I will see?
Zavid's willing to like kind of take the hit.
You sound kind of glad, Francois, when you said the second one. You get to decide. I'm just saying.
David,
So
yeah.
Zavid will take the hit.
Okay, so you take the hit, and yes, the bird stabs you like a knife, getting through your giant end. You take, well, 10 points of damage. It just grazed your shoulder, and it's kind of stuck there. The feathers goes over your face.
Yeah, so there's blood on my face going down this white shirt, the white short sleeve. So he's like, he's trying to keep the force field going around Patrice. Sorry, I'm really bad with names.
Well, you just lost your force field so much.
Okay.
It was hard. Yeah, the 5 dices are what you can absorb, and after that it just goes away. So since those birds are stabbing hard, the first one kind of he died, breaking your force field.
Okay. So I'm telling Patrice, let's go.
Yeah, that's. I don't. You don't have to tell me twice. Let's run.
Yeah, we're just running.
But what you do with the bird?
I'm trying to like. I guess it's still stuck in me, eh? So I'm like trying to like break its wing, and like trying to like get it out and like just like you just like kill it so I can use its beak as a knife.
You are well. Well. Okay. You have hard time doing that. You're not that strong.
Yeah.
You remember.
Bite it.
Well,
So he's trying at least. He's like, ah.
Patrice,
I'm gonna try to bite it with my poison teeth.
you bite it. Okay, no problems. You can bite it easily since it's stuck and it dies on the. But Patrice, you have to take a break. You can. You have poor problems breathing right now.
Yeah, I see Patrice like kind of like hyperventilating, like trying to get gasps of air, and I'm trying to like go, but at the same time I don't want to leave her behind, so I'm kind of like, still, like,
Coming far away.
yeah, I'm still like bleeding at the shoulder, like, come on, come
I'm
on.
almost to the point where I just want to fight this thing or die.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't want to get killed by a bird.
No, I'm talking about our acidic tongue friend.
Yeah. So do we see this that beast thing?
Not yet.
We just heard him.
Your Geiger counter is doing another strange sound, a more active sound.
Okay, coming from the direction we came,
No,
or
it's,
the direction we're going.
it's kind of in the forest.
Oh, or something else.
I don't know. What do you think? Should we go investigate it, or should we just?
No, it's not good. Whatever it is, it's not good.
All right, good thinking. Let's go.
Nothing has been good here. We have evil clowns giving us rotten poison food. We have a giant creature chasing us with an acid tongue. There's nothing good here. She almost breaks down into tears.
Crocodile tears.
He's just kind of like wants to pat her on the shoulder, but then like takes a stick and just rubs her back.
Let's just go. Let's just get out of here.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I can give you that protection bubble.
It's getting nearer.
Okay, time to go. He's like,
Okay.
we don't have to go for an all-out sprint. I know. We don't have to kill you just by running.
With some help, she can walk. That's your guess.
I think we can maybe do a very brisk jog. Is that all right, Patrice?
It's down to one leg, that thing. So I think a brisk walk will keep us ahead of it.
That's true. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, so you're going through the stone path, and your Geiger counter is getting quieter. You are getting away from what it was so far detecting. And you are getting nearer from... you see a sign called Garden Exit on it.
I head straight towards it.
This looks promising.
So you are getting through it. Okay. So as you're getting nearer, you can hear behind you. You can see the thing that's coming, and he's quite determined, and his eyeless folds on his face, kind of look at David, and he's kind of licking his lipless mouth with his acid. And Patrice, David smells good. Makes you think about a good meal.
David looks over to Petrus and says, I have an idea, but you're going to have to keep going, and I'm going to have to stay here.
Why?
I have a small, I have a little trump card. I think it might work, but you have to go now. And
Okay.
if you stick around, it's going to, okay.
I
Go.
turn around and just start going.
Okay.
So I like,
Just for the scene, you are close from the door, and you see a pile of broken robots, and you see a robot that has a gray band putting a robot over the other, and the robot looks quite damaged. But yeah, go ahead with what you were doing.
So David kind of sits down in like almost like a Japanese position where he's on his knees and he has his hands on his thighs, and he's facing this beast thing with the decrepit tongue.
Everywhere he goes, plants are kind of crumbling, and some plants go just a little fire, and yeah, even the stones are being a little melted by the tongue. He's getting closer and closer to you. He doesn't have legs anymore, by the way. He just ramping, just a big face with something that maybe his body following and ramping behind it.
He's like, he takes like a long breath and closes his eyes, and then just becomes one with the consciousness of this thing using the other mental mutation. Zavid has mental control. As Zavid's just locked in this position.
Okay. Yes. Okay, it's some kind of a mental strength. I think. How much mental resistance do you have? Can you tell
It's
me?
a 13.
Oh, you're good.
He has a 13. Yeah.
For being attacking. 13. Okay. We'll just see what does that mean. Okay. Okay, roll 3d6. And roll high.
3d6. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh.
Suspense.
Yeah.
Suspense. How much did you have?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. You feel okay. You are entering a tortured brain. Someone that feels pain. Someone who doesn't know what to do, but he has to eat you because he's hungry, and it's probably the most edible thing it can think of is you, David. But you are entering it, and you are feeling that you should eat yourself.
I try to tell uh, my consciousness that if you eat me, then you no longer exist.
It's quite
You are
easy.
free. You can eat me if you wish, and I'm here. If you wish to eat, if you wish to devour me, I await that.
Petrus, you can see David and the beast looking at each other. They are mostly 3 meters from each other.
I just stay behind one of the trees, just looking, see what happens.
Okay, you can feel that the beast under your control, David. Well, he doesn't know what to do, and since you are controlling him, you can do anything you want with him.
Well, I get him to turn around, and so Patrice sees the beast turn around and start going back the way we came, and so what the beast does is it goes towards the tree that devoured
Griswold.
with names.
Griswold.
I need a sticky note up on my monitor, but and the beast just like grabs it and starts like disintegrating the tree from the roots.
Yeah. David, instinctively, since you wanted to go that, at some point you got from prone, from standing, and you began to follow because you feel that you may have lost him at some point. So, Patrice, you see David following the beast at a certain distance.
I'm still staying at a distance, but I'm following behind as well.
Okay, you see robots following you, one coming from nowhere with they were green, and they kind of going beside you and cross you. They're going past you, and yeah. So David, the beast got grabbed by the tree. Yes, its tongue melt some branches, but there are more and more branches from that willow tree going over it. And at some point, you feel that you are going to lose it, David. You are going to lose it, and you lose yourself.
The last thing that the beast hears from my consciousness is "I'm sorry," as the connection severs.
Okay, so the vine tree, there's a lot of acidic vapor, but all the while glands are falling as if the tree really wanted to get done with that beast. So more glands are just being fell down on the beast, and yeah, he's beginning to dissolve. And the robots are waiting besides to begin their work.
And
Yes.
David's just falls to the floor. This tall, lanky guy. Just thump.
Okay. You take while you are taking a rest. At some point, you can hear movement throughout the forest coming at you. Yes, what you're doing.
Once I see that happen with the tongue creature get turned into mulch, I just go up and approach Zavid. So what happened? What happened?
I went into its mind. it's whatever it is. Whatever it is now, it's not what it used to be. Well, now it's mulch, I guess, but
This is a
That's
horrible,
the way-
horrible place.
yep. I'm thinking it's what is it? Natural selection at its finest.
Okay, so, and you hear throughout the forest some movements. Something is coming at you. You are quite rested, Patrice.
Okay. I think we should move.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Let's
You're
move.
running.
Yeah, go
Yes.
back.
Okay, well, you look at some kind of a small beast. It looks like a wolf, but his body is like an alligator, kind of very short, legs, short legs, and but it's a wolf, and with a really, his head is like an alligator, but it's a wolf. Okay, and he's looking at David, and there's three others coming from the woods, and they kind of following you, and like you are already running when this happens.
What is it about you? Everything wants to eat you.
I don't know. I think it has to do with why mosquitoes love me so much. Everything just wants a piece of me. I don't get it.
So the wolves are going fast at you, but you are nearing the door, and as you're nearing the door, you see the pile of broken robots, and you see the repair robot taking another broken robot, and you're wondering why so much broken robots, but even the wolves, don't care about the robots. They're going over the robot trying to get you, but you're at the door.
Try to open it.
There's the button. Yes, and it's written exit, and you hear the computer say, "Come see us soon. I hope you've enjoyed your stay at Hotel Warden." And they are kind of climbing up to you because there was some kind of some stairs to get to the door.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm like running up, pressing that button. And trying to reach that button.
And you see there are kinds of windows beside the doors. You are outside, and you see the wolf kind of jumping the window, and clapping their jaws, trying to grab you, David, but they grab the windows instead.
Oh,
So you're on the top of that place, and what you can see is a big city, and there are some passages to go elsewhere in it. You hear some kind of a sound coming at you. It's not natural.
I assumed. Nothing seems to be natural here.
well,
You see someone. It's a human dressed like Griswold may have been, and yeah, so the uniform that Patrice had, and you see that guy coming. His uniform seems worn out. He's has some kind of a beard, and he's on a metal plate and he's holding something like that, and he's looking at you, and he has some kind of a flashlight, a light going at you. So David, you kind of disappear. By the light. But he's kind of landing beside you, and he's looking at you. He has some kind of a weapon, and hey, who are you?
I ask him the same.
Where did you come from?
I told him we just came from the forest. We were chased by a big beast.
Yes, there's lots of that around.
I guess. How long have you been woken up?
Couple of days.
Huh.
I don't quite remember what happened here, but we are on a starship. That's what I guess. And the starship is called the Warden.
Ah. Well, yeah, we just woke up a matter of like maybe an hour or two ago.
You woke up in the hotel?
Below the hotel, I believe.
In the pods.
Yeah, in the pods.
Yeah, I remember that hotel. Yeah. Oh, it hurts. I was wondering if there were some survivors, but okay, you don't look hostile. If you want, you can come with me.
You don't mind if I like kind of shake the Giger counter at him. You don't mind if I.
Some traces, but not as much as Griswold had when you first meet him with that device.
Okay. So I'm just like, okay, put it back in my pocket.
Okay. So he brings you somewhere, and yeah, you have flashes of that city. It was something else before, and it was populated by only humans. What you are is something that wasn't there before. Something happened, you know it, and nothing will be the same. And you are on a starship, your brain functioning. Ah, yeah, that's something that travels in space, but you don't know why you are on that starship, and you don't know if you will ever get out of it. And that's the end of the adventure.
Well, we survived. I thought for sure we were all gonna die from the woodpeckers.
The only thing I wanted to know there was, what was the point of them hesitating against my character?
Okay,
Because it happened twice.
I don't know if I played it out, but I will tell you the James Ward answer. This week I had a chat with James Ward himself, so I was honored. You know James Ward? I don't have it here, but if you take D&D 5th edition, you open to the title page, and you get to the credits. There's a place written based on the original D&D written by. You have, of course, Gary Gygax, Dave Anderson, and you have maybe a couple of names, and James Ward's in it. So I was, oh, he's the man.
Oh, okay.
Right on, right on.
So the guy I just posted on the Metamorphosis Alpha Facebook group, you know, Game Masters, what humans can have as an asset besides a mutant, and he responded to me kindly, and he cleared my mind about it. I knew it by reading the book, but it was right. So he said to me, "This question gets asked a lot." I wrote out the following answers. First of all, non-rogue androids and robots must obey human orders, which mutants can. All of the equipment works perfectly for humans and has a minus for all other intelligent life. Well, it was more easy to figure out stuff for you. Generally, tribesmen and other types also give a human a break before shooting and using mutant powers. That's where there was the hesitation on the party, which is not the case with everything else. Finally, and not in the rules, if all other intelligent creatures fear humans as being massively powerful, and this slows down attacks and aggressive behaviors. Besides, with radiation as it is, they won't stay human long in a good campaign. That's what the answer from the man itself. So yes, I was trying to incorporate that from the best I could, because for me that game was a challenge. We were used to D20 for the last 15 years, so we are used to rolling for anything. And right here, it's not like that. The rules are so confused that it encourages you not to use them.
Yeah, because like the only thing that the reason why I was initially confused is like I thought you were baiting me in the first time that I had to that you like the guy this thing hesitated, like, oh, he wants me to sit there for a second and have some cool story bro moment, and it's like, oh no, I'm just gonna run, and then the second time it happened, it's like, all right, I'll give you this one, and then you do the damage. It's like, oh, okay, no, that was just for a trick.
Oh yeah, well, I think the rhythm. I feel that I didn't have it right for the rhythm. I had something in my head, but it didn't came out as I wanted. But the hesitation felt more like a turn-based hesitation. But in fact, it was because you are human, and those intelligent stuff. Maybe even plants doing that are kind of intelligent. You know, the humans in that game are are on the top of the social status for anything intelligent in that place, because this is a human ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he was like having a flashback, recognizing the fact of a human, that he was once human.
Yeah, exactly. And I may tell you what was your defects. Well, for Patrice, I think you guessed it. You were short. You were short. You were short of air. Kind of poor respiration. That was the defect.
Okay.
For David, since you have lots of mutation, I have to give you two defects. So the other, you smell like an edible thing for anything.
It smells like meat.
And the other one, I could have played it with the last scene of all, but I forgot about it. But at some point, Griswold, I mentioned it, but there was one chance out of a 4 that anyone meeting you wanted to fight you, because you were kind of the nerdy guy from the high school that everyone wants to hit. You look like that. You want to hit him. You want to put it into his cause. I don't remember the English word, but
Yeah. I always felt Sebastian had a punchable face.
Well, this face here, right in the badge here, that's how I pictured my character.
well, he looks like someone you would want to eat if you have to get some pressure out. Everything's doing bad. I feel good.
I thought we were just getting like some psychic impulses from that tongue creature, and it wanted to eat. So I thought maybe we were getting that psychic impression that we wanted to eat as well.
Yeah, like an aura of hunger. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Well, just in case if anybody didn't believe me on those the mutations, this is what we got. So it's like,
Yeah.
here are the physical mutations, and here are the 2 mental.
Oh wow.
Okay, do you see it? Well, it's blinking here for me. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you had a lot, and you didn't take them all after you decided not to take them all just to make it more playable, but you did have lots of mutation, and you had cool stats with that too. So yeah, you were a potential character. The adventure was the adventure coming with the PDF of the game. I think it wasn't in the original book. I thought it was, but no, it's written in the recent PDF of the book. So yeah, I just followed the guidelines. I didn't want to try it. Well, personally, I have fully enjoyed it. It was a great experience. I don't know for you guys, what did you like? If there's something you think that should have been better, or you can freely say it to while it's recording.
I thought it was cool.
It was a really good first experience for this game. Really nice system. It's I'm gonna have to read into it a bit more. The roles are a little kind of abstract to me, but what makes it nice is that we rolled for what was it? I rolled for damage at one point, I think, but we didn't
Yeah, you
end
rolled
up
for
rolling a whole lot.
Yeah, you rolled for mental control at some point, and
Yeah,
and you rolled for some figuring out the role, the percentile that I was asking once in a while. But
Okay.
yeah, well, that's the kind of game. You know, I love old D&D. You know, but it's a game that you need to take time to play with it. I just want to make more drama by showing the red box, but
Do it.
but yeah, well, that's the first red box that looks like the cover of Pathfinder, if you haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same scene as Pathfinder, and but that game has a charm. You know, I'm interested in 5th edition, but the way we play Metamorphosis Alpha today is the way I want to run D&D, and someday I will do it. But that's the kind of game I have to play often to enjoy it, because the way level progresses, you have to go outside of what is written on the sheet. You have to figure out many things outside from what is you can hide behind numbers with that a game like that.
The thing that I felt quite a bit was that this reminded me of like Paranoia, where the more it feels like the GM is tweaking things, like for the sake of his own amusement, the more entertaining it becomes. Because like I said, like in the second half, I thought you were just messing with us, like like 100%, like that kind of thing.
Well,
Instead of following the module, because I didn't know you were following the module.
Yeah, well, it's not a big module. It's just a sheet with, you have that 4 levels. There's a level you didn't visit, but there was lots of stuff you could get there, even weapons. But yeah, you kind of
the one level we missed that could have helped us.
yeah, there was a level where you could equip yourself like crazy with the most destructive weapons of the. But
well,
yeah.
Why go to storage? They'll just be like pool party equipment in there anyway.
Yeah, but no, I was following the module, and the TPK thing I said about the author, and I read some things about him, and I was inspired by that, and by reading the sheet, I knew that this was a quite dangerous module, and that's not the kind of module I run. Usually, I want the players to see solutions at their end, but not in that module. It doesn't work that way, and I really enjoyed it. But I knew that everything was dangerous. Even the illusions were all dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed playing that with you. I really enjoyed that it was at BrigadeCon too. I had lots of viewers. That's one thing, because of BrigadeCon, it made lots of publicity, advertisement about. But yeah, really happy to have done it.
Yeah, I first started playing on the Moldvay D&D and Gamma World, and then later Boot Hill. So those were my first games, and they're all played like that, just very loose. I kind of miss that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, me too. And that's the kind of game I want to play more. That's why I'm so interested with games like Advanced Fighting Fantasy, which is quite rules. Like, you have 3 basic attributes. You have, like in the Fighting Fantasy, you have skill, stamina, and luck, and you have some skills to make you more precise, but other than that, you always roll under skill, so you always roll under the same number. So before it gets silly in the game, you can stop and say to yourself, why do I roll for that? And then you don't roll, you just go with it, and unless it's very important, like in the game books, when you read the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and outside of combat, when they ask for skill, it may happen 3-4 times in the book.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one very important question though.
Yeah.
What were the woman things in my purse?
If you have opened up,
because you wrote in the chat box that I had a purse with the clothes from.
Well, it was okay. The Alexi character thing is that suspension chamber that person who died was in, that person was probably a rich woman getting some rest at the hotel. And if you have opened that purse, I would simply have said, okay, what do you find in it? And I would have rolled with it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it may be good to that you find something that you would like to expect in some kind of a purse. And yeah, doing the MacGyver stuff, maybe you have a lipstick and some kind of an ID card.
Exactly.
Maybe
Yeah. Oh, man, that's
an
funny.
holographic lipstick that can change your lips color to whatever event or happening you were in.
So
Yeah.
was Zoso the clown in the module?
Yes, there was also, but not, well, there was a clown, the name I came up with, but
Oh, okay.
every holographic scene were there. I didn't get through all of them because the way you played them, I didn't need to go through all of them, you know. And the beast following you is just a little twist I added. I just overtweaked something that was suggested, but why not that they follow them up to the end?
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would add to the tension and maybe the urge of getting out of this place.
Yeah, instead of just sitting in my. Otherwise, I would have just sat in my room. Probably.
Yeah, and the garden, the way it was described in the module was way more dangerous than that. But you know, you had you know how crazy it is. The creatures in that are freakingly strong. But I just threw at you three things, plus the acid guy, and you know you had to use all of your abilities to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I really enjoyed it. You know, it's not in my plan to make a campaign of that, maybe with my regular group or something or online. But someday, that's the kind of game I would like to experiment on a more longer term because it's like a world in a bottle. Since it's a starship and there are many levels of the starship, you are on the level of the city. But just to spoil something, there are levels where there's a sea and a level where there's a jungle, and there are many levels like that. And at every level, that ship is kind of 80 miles long.
So it's like a biodome starship. Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, every time you change levels, and at every levels, there are tribes of people who are reorganizing themselves after the disaster that made them lose their mind and begin the mutation. And there are radiation spots everywhere, and there are fights between tribes, and you know, trying to fight for resources. And through all that, you have technologies you don't understand. And in the book, you have every robot is described with all the equipment they have in it. So I guess at some point you can, you know, chase robots and try to salvage their stuff. You know, like the Geiger counter, there's a battery in it. If the battery goes out, you have to find another one, and maybe you can jury rig something taken from a robot. And it has, for that old game, that had it was a very clever game, and you can do anything, but not as in Rift.
Yeah, not a kitchen sink.
No. Yeah. So, are you still seeing me?
What?
Okay, you're still there. Oh, my computer did something weird. So, well, it will be on YouTube if you want to rewatch that. Hey guys, it was an honor to play with you.
Yeah. That's cool.
You Well, Tim, we play mostly every week each other at the Dark Eye. Bash, and Alex, I have watched your channel and many of your videos, and it was an honor to share that with you guys.
Yeah. Awesome.
So,
It was awesome. So thanks a lot for running it, man.
Yeah.
oh yeah, well,
Appreciate
it was my pleasure. So yes, so well, we'll see each other on Facebook, on YouTube, and maybe on some further chat if the occasion presents itself, well, if I have something to do with you guys in the future, I will be more than happy to do it.
Okay. Cool.
What will you be doing for your next Vimeo upload? Because it's very lonely at the Vimeo station.
Yeah, yeah, right now I'm quite alone. I haven't made a video that I said that I was the king of Vimeo as a joke because I.
Yep.
But
And the only video I uploaded was more drama based, scandalous, I guess.
Well, for me, Vimeo, even if no one watched my Vimeo video, I don't really care. It's for me some kind of a personal journal. So sometimes through Vimeo, I do a rough of a video I want to make on YouTube, and I just want to sort my mind out because I don't have time to sit down and think about it. So sometimes while driving, I have 20 minutes before in front of me. Okay, let's talk about that. So, it's not a very profound thing. It's just me talking about something I love and sharing my thoughts about it. I don't want to...
It still is profound. It's just not a big presentation. That's the difference. Yeah, you're not putting on hot airs, that kind of thing.
No, yeah. Well, I know that... well, if it was in French, probably I would be more able to get deep in the subject, but since it's in English, I have to think more. So sometimes I re-listen to the video. Oh, yeah, well, that's not really what I meant, but yeah, okay, that's okay. But yeah, so no, Vimeo, I really, I do enjoy what I'm doing there, but yeah, I will have new videos waiting to be uploaded since I have got to the limit.
Yeah.
So it will come. I have a video response, same old G in that, so I did want to response to him.
Did he come back or something like that? Because I remember he did, like he went into the dark abyss, like he just disappeared after, like he had enough of it or something.
He's on YouTube right now. He's doing not as much video as he used to, but a couple of weeks. You can follow him, and he talks a lot about Burning Wheels since it's the game he's in right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, any parting words or questions before leaving?
Well, yeah. I guess I just wanted to thank you all. This is great. It was a really nice way to wrap up BrigadeCon. So
yeah, we did wrap up the 24th hour 7 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's true. So I believe the closing ceremony is happening soon. So, all right. But either way, I gotta start heading to bed soon. So.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
So you all have a great night. Thanks a lot, eh?
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
And see you next, Alex. So bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.